The Bible said, honor the father and the mother so that your days will be long. And the Bible also says that parents should not provoke their children. It is very convenient for elders in Nigeria to say the first one, the former, which is honor the father and the mother, and forget about do not provoke your children. Pastors preach that a lot, but they forget to preach the adjoining verses as well. So it becomes lopsided, it becomes one-sided, so to speak. With the recent happenings in Nigeria, it's not even recent, but with the recent utterances from people like Lai Mohammed, an older Nigerian dinosaur, ancient of days, who should be extinct by any minute, it beggars belief to see that the elders on one hand want respect, why on the other hand don't think respect is reciprocal. They don't think that they should actually respect those younger or those under them. This is just the whole system, the whole messed up society we call Nigeria. I remember growing up, I was beat up so many times by my teachers just for questioning, just for asking questions, for being curious. I didn't know at the time that was what I was doing. I thought I was actually disturbing the peace, as they said. Even elder relatives around, just to say, how now? You and them stop talking. They'll beat you and conk your head, if you know what conk is in the Nigeria parlance. And this, because it's been left unchecked for so many times, it's crept into every facet of our life in Nigeria. The pastors want respect. The manager wants respect. The security guard wants respect. The politicians want respect. The policeman outside wants respect. The only people who you don't want to demand respect is the younger ones, the so-called youth. Why is that the case? Respect should be two ways. You respect me, I respect you. You should earn it. Whether you're my father or my mother, you should earn respect. It shouldn't be anything that I should just give to you automatically because you're older than me. Fuck that. Sorry for my language, but fuck that again. So Lai Mohammed, if you think the youths are disrespectful, man, then you need to learn to respect them. You've provoked them into doing what they're doing. You've provoked them to seek justice. What they're asking for is they want to build a just society that they want to see for themselves, their children, their children's children, and their children's children. That's a fair thing to ask for. You guys are so used to your dinosaur way of life that you just can't bend. But trust me, your generation will be over soon. It's not a curse. It's what will happen. One time you will go and we'll forget you. Remember, the power is transient. Where's Abacha? Where's Babangida? They don't call the shots no more. You know? Just remember, the power is transient. And it will shift hands one day. It's all right for us to go on the streets and protest against SARS. But don't forget that SARS personnel are our mothers and our fathers. It's the same thing. So if our fathers and our mothers at home understand the process of respect, that you need to earn it, when they put on the uniform of the police or SARS or soldiers or manager of a bank or a security guard, they'll know that the uniform don't change nothing. They still need to earn the respect of the citizenry. The citizenry need to be accountable as well. I'm calling out every one of us. We need to check ourselves. Are we accountable? We're calling for justice. Are we accountable before the law? No. Check ourselves. We need to really reflect on this self. It is very important. It is very key. And it's not enough for the youth to be asking for power. I've said it many a time, whether you care to listen or not. You can't just form a political party and think you'll get it registered. First of all, you've already disqualified yourself, because by the virtue of saying you form a party you call Youth Party of Nigeria, you've disenfranchised older people. So that automatically goes against the constitution of INEC. Trust me, I was part of the Minority Rights Party formed years ago, just at the nascent, at the beginning of our democracy. It was, I think, people like Eugene Enaro, late Sir Ken Enaro, Prince Gregory Ogjojwa, Tony Prest, and Eno Lewis, few other top people. I was part of that squad. And what happened? The electoral body, I don't think it was called INEC. Anyway, they didn't register us because they said the word minority is against the principles and constitution of the electoral body at the time. So We just have to find ways to play our politics other than registering that party. So you need to learn about the constitution of INEC. What are their wants and their and the do's and the don'ts, so to speak. It's not enough to say we want to register a youth party. You don't know the first thing about youth. You need to organize. You need to strategize. It's not about putting money. After that, how do you campaign? What's your structure? What are you campaigning for? What are you campaigning against? You could use the already existing institutions to achieve those things that you want to see in society. You don't have to register new parties. You could look at all the political parties. Most of them are registered, and look at which one does look similar to your principles and your proposals that you want to put forward for a society, and metamorphose into that and just change things from there. You need an already established establishment. Not seeking to register. I don't have any problem with the youth. I'm still a youth. I'm only 42. If you accept me as a youth, but I'm just telling you, you need to strategize. You know, in some of my videos, I did say this whole SARS and SARS protest will come to this, and this is exactly what I predicted. And few people said, what has your generation ever offered us? Go away, don't be telling us this. But I knew, being a veteran of all of this, I knew how these people operate. You wrestle not against flesh and blood. You wrestle against spiritual wickedness, high, old God. We're talking about generational wealth. People who don't want to let that go. You think you just come because what, you know how to use Instagram, or you know how to use Facebook or Twitter, and you will displace the lie Mohammeds of this world, the Sarakis of this world. These are dynasties. You can't even touch them. To touch these ones, you need to burn everything to the ground. And even with that, you need external support from the CIA and all. Because these are old guards. You can't. These are the men, the foundation of that so-called place we call Nigeria today. It is the society they wanted, and they've created it for them and their family. They benefit from it. So now you are agitating because you want a different society, a fairer society. Then you need to do things differently. You either need to burn everything to the ground, uproot everything from the foundation, destroy and cut the root, or just metamorphose into the system and change things from there. It's going to take time. I might not be there around to enjoy Nigeria. My children might be the ones who will enjoy it. But you got to have to think in the long term, not in the short term, thinking 2023 is the aim. No, you got to look 2023 as already lost and gone, but use it as a springboard. Say, okay, you know, we need to disturb the structure in 2023. You know what? We need to get some senators elected from our platform. We need to get people who identify with us elected in various state houses of assembly, various local governments, councillors and chairmen. Then you know you've started something. It's not going to take one day for you to. You can't rule Nigeria in 2023. Trust me. Even if Jesus Christ came down and be in your party, he still would not win. Trust me, man. But use 2023 as a springboard. Disrupt the whole system. That's what it is. Say, if your guys are not getting elected, then those guys will never get elected. That's how you disrupt it. Say, for example, we have 103 senators from my last calculation. Say from the youth platform, you elect 59. You've already disrupted the status quo. It will no longer be business as usual. Say we have 330 House of Rep members. Say you pick up 50. You've already started disrupting their programs. Say from all the state houses of assembly, you pick 5 each. You've already started. Councillors, you pick 5 each. Chairman, you pick 5 each. Mad days, you've already started, and they know you're a force they need to reckon with. But the way you're doing it now, forget about it, man. Because there'll be so many saboteurs amongst us. Trust me. There'll be many sabotages, according to my men, amongst us that will set you up. Because look, I see some so-called role models who went into the BBN. Now they've given them special senior assistant position. What does that mean? This is it. They know you guys that all we need to do is give you guys chop, and we'll divide and rule and conquer you lots. So don't be planning that you want to take presidency come 2023. That's a lost battle. You can never take it. Forget it. There'll be old guards in line. What you need to do is disrupt the system. And to do this, my people, you need to learn. It's not about talk. You need to learn from people who've done it before and learn to strategize like them. You need to learn from the Jewish people. You need to learn from the Asian people. You need to learn from the ANC in South Africa. You need to go learn from the Tea Party people in America, the Republican Party. You remember this lady who came from Alaska who contested I've forgotten her name. I want to say Sarah Palin. I hope I have not mistaken her name. The one who contested as a vice presidential candidate with the late John McCain. They did something. You need to go study their movement. It's not about social media. Social media won't cut it. Trust me. You need to disrupt and hit them where you hit them where it will be the hardest. So start again from your local areas. Start to put people up for offices. People that you trust, people you know believe in these lofty ideas that you have. Disrupt it from the bottom. You don't need the top. Forget about the top. Buhari or whoever becomes president or whoever was president before them, although they were equally corrupt, they're not the reason Nigeria is corrupt. Trust me. The whole Nigeria is a cesspit. Nigeria is a scam. Nigeria is a crime. It's a crime area. We need to even put police tape around the whole Nigeria. Trust me. Check yourself, man. Nigeria is corrupt. I started long time working in that country. My elder brother started a business in that country when I was really young. Started working from there. My brothers, if hard work paid, they would have been billionaires, richer than Dangote. Trust me, people they worked for, from Central Bank to Unibank to First Bank to New Nigerian Bank, I'm calling you, all of you out. And even to the ordinary landlord on the street. My brother never got paid. My brothers never got paid. Before we got paid by CBN, the general manager needed to take something, the regional manager needed to take something, and he got to the security guard. He wouldn't let us through the gates to collect our invoice if he not taking on. And by the time that money got down to my brothers, it was next to nothing. And they're still doing it. Unibank, I believe, still owes my brother money for more than, 5 years? We've forgotten about the debt some of them owe us, the banks and people on the streets. Yet, they call us lazy youth. You can't call the youth lazy. I still tell people, Nigerians are the most industrious when it comes to doing things. Push us against the wall. We turn back and we just be creative about things. Look at Nollywood. Look at the music industry. This is a testament. Look at social media and the so-called influence. This is our testament to the creativity of the youth. They're forced to be reckoned with. But when you're pushed against the wall so many times, your back is broken and you don't really want to do anything anymore. You just want to give up. That's why I gave up and I walked out of the country. I thought I would do better outside of the country. And yes, I do better. I was never able to go to university in Nigeria because I had to work and support my elder brothers to support my younger brothers in school. I left Nigeria and I went to England. Started school in 2013. Graduated in 2016 with first-class degree. I don't think I would have got that in Nigeria. Now I'm back in school again because this soil is fertile for me. So don't call no Nigerian youth lazy. They don't just have the fertile ground to do things. All of you there in Nigeria, that's why I tell people I don't trust the average Nigerian who come out with money. I don't trust any of you. It's all about contact and connections for you lots. The Elumelus of UBA and all of those so-called big bank financiers. Trust me, why have they not written books to tell you guys how they got to where they got to? Because that book will be one page. You know how they'll write it? I, Tony Elumelu, I met that governor, that military governor, and he introduced me to the minister. The minister gave me a contract. Bam! I did where I did. Trust me, that's the same story for every one of you. Dangote can't really tell us how he making money. And again, they do these things and get away with it because they know the average Nigerian would not ask questions about how the wealth comes about. They know we're all gullible, that we love what we see. Go back to the past Ovation magazines. Go read all of them and see whether any of these people actually say where their money came from. They were all giving money. Even some of you musicians are part of this whole scam and fraud. You don't sell units of CDs. So tell me where you got your money from. If you weren't into money laundering for some of these guys during the Obasanjo and Goodluck Jonathan's presidency. Buhari's presidency became tighter for you guys. And then the complaints start because Buhari is not into what you guys are into. He will not give you $1 million to come play for one person's birthday, although they are corrupt too. So we're all part of the system. If we want to come asking for justice, we must come with clean hands and clean slate. Start all again. Well, I haven't said all of this. The Nigerian youth, the average Nigerian youth, not be lazy person. Not there I did before I know. I just say the ground not there for us to really operate. Anyway, to end this one, not be say I come here, I can't rant for anybody. I come here, I can't tell Lai Mohammed. Say, look, it's time for him to make you leave the stage. By now, go enjoy your wealth with your great-grandchildren or whatever if you get them. Stop lying. Come clean for once and tell the truth. Wait, what else do you want? You talk, you go die. You not talk, you go die, Lai Mohammed. Then just tell us the truth for once. Anyway, this is Jude Speaks. If we want to be really serious with our lives, we need to do the self-reflection and start with the self. The change starts from you. It's not just the top. We can't do it from the top. We need to start from the bottom. Disrupt everything from the bottom. This is Jude Speaks, and it's just me just putting out things that I know might be of help to you guys. Who like, we're all in this, I want to call them, sex speak together. Jude Speaks. Bye.